What you're about to see defies the laws of physics. A player jumping backwards over a defender, a quarterback catching his own pass, and a touchdown so impossible it had a 3% chance of happening. These NFL plays are so insane, they should honestly be illegal. And by the end of this video, you'll see why the league actually banned one of them. The NFL has seen some crazy plays over the years, but what we're covering today goes beyond crazy. We're talking about plays that broke the game itself, plays so mind-bending that they changed video games forever, and plays so dangerous that the NFL had to step in and make new rules. I found 15 plays that are so absolutely insane, they push the boundaries of what's humanly possible, and I guarantee you haven't seen half of these. Stick around because number 3 literally broke fantasy football, and number 1 was so jaw-dropping it forced the NFL to change their rulebook forever. Play 15, the double touchdown glitch. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. Scoring 2 touchdowns on the same play. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen pulled off what fantasy football managers are calling the glitch because he literally scored a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown in one single play. Here's how it happened. Allen completed a pass to Amari Cooper, who caught it and immediately pitched it back to Allen. Then Allen ran it into the end zone. So technically, Allen threw a touchdown pass to Cooper and scored a rushing touchdown himself. On the same play, fantasy managers went absolutely insane because their apps didn't know how to handle it. Some gave Allen credit for both scores, others crashed completely. Players were winning and losing playoff spots because of one play that the system couldn't even process. But that's just child's play compared to what's coming next. Play 14. The incredible diving catch. You know those catches that make you rewind the footage 3 times just to believe what you saw? Well, that's exactly what happened when a receiver made an absolutely insane diving catch that had everyone questioning the laws of physics. The quarterback launched the ball toward the sideline, and most people thought it was going to sail out of bounds incomplete. But this receiver had other plans. He dove horizontally through the air like Superman, extending his body to its absolute limit. What made it even more incredible was how he managed to get both feet down in bounds while maintaining control of the ball. The precision required for this catch is mind-blowing. 1 inch in any direction and it's incomplete. The commentators were going crazy because catches like this aren't supposed to be humanly possible. When you're defying gravity and contorting your body in ways that shouldn't work, you know you're witnessing something special. Play 13, the one-shoe miracle. Here's something you've probably never seen. Arizona Cardinals running back Kerwin Williams scoring a touchdown with only 1 shoe. During a standard run play, a defender missed the tackle but somehow ended up ripping Williams' shoe off his foot. Instead of stopping or getting a new one, Williams said, "Forget it," and took off running. He outran the entire defense with one bare foot hitting the turf, leaving defenders in the dust while running lopsided. The commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing. One of them literally said, "I've never seen anything like that before." And honestly, when NFL commentators who've seen thousands of games are shocked, you know it's special. The determination to keep running after losing equipment mid-play shows the kind of mental toughness that separates NFL players from the rest of us. But losing a shoe is nothing compared to what happened next. Play 12, the helmet ricochet catch. Remember the famous helmet catch from the Giants? Well, this play takes that concept to a whole new level. Arizona Cardinals receiver Jonathan Ward made an incredible catch using another player's helmet as a backboard. The ball was thrown, deflected off a defender's helmet, and instead of falling incomplete, Ward tracked it down and caught it off the ricochet. It's like playing basketball, but the rim is someone's head moving at full speed. What makes this even more impressive is that Ward had to react instantly to the deflection. Most receivers would have given up on the play, but Ward's awareness and hands allowed him to turn a broken play into a spectacular completion. The defender probably had no idea he just assisted in one of the most unique catches of the season. This is the kind of play that makes you wonder if some players have supernatural reflexes. Play 11, the self-pass phenomenon. Now this one broke my brain when I first saw it. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson threw a pass to himself and caught it for a touchdown. Here's what happened. Lamar threw the ball, it got batted up in the air by the defense, and instead of letting it fall incomplete, Jackson ran over and caught his own pass. He went from quarterback to receiver in the same play. The rules actually allow this if the ball touches another player first, but nobody ever thinks to actually do it. Jackson's football IQ is so high that he saw the opportunity and took it in real time. The announcer called it one of the greatest plays ever seen in a championship game, and honestly, I can't argue with that. The man threw a touchdown pass to himself. That's video game stuff right there. Play 10. The 3% Miracle. Speaking of impossible, how about a catch that had a 3.2% chance of being completed? Not 32%, not 13%, 3.2%. Miami Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill made this catch in the most spectacular fashion, diving and contorting his body to haul in what should have been an incomplete pass. NFL nerds with computers calculated that this was the least probable completed pass in NFL history based on the trajectory and positioning. To put that in perspective, you have a better chance of flipping a coin and getting heads 5 times in a row than this catch had of being successful. Yet somehow, Hill defied mathematics and made it happen with pure athleticism. The officials had to review it multiple times because the catch was so incredible that even they couldn't believe their eyes. When math says something is impossible and you do it anyway, that's when you know you're special. Play 9, the Ricochet Robbery. Here's a play so wild it sounds made up. San Francisco 49ers receiver Brandon Ayuk caught a touchdown pass that bounced off his opponent's face mask. Ayuk was running his route when the ball deflected off the defender's face mask, and Ayuk just snatched it out of the air like it was planned. The defender essentially passed the ball to the opposing team with his face. The crazy part is that Ayuk stayed with the play even after the deflection. Most players would have given up, but he tracked the ball like a heat-seeking missile and came down with it. I bet that defender still has nightmares about accidentally becoming an assist man for the other team. Play 8, the backwards hurdle that broke Madden. Now we're getting to the really insane stuff. Philadelphia Eagles running back Saquon Barkley did something so athletically impossible that it literally changed video games forever. Picture this. Barkley is running with the ball, a defender comes up to tackle him, and instead of going around or through him, Barkley jumps backwards over the defender. Not forwards, not sideways, backwards. He did a reverse hurdle while running full speed and looking the opposite direction. It's like doing a backflip while riding a motorcycle blindfolded. The play became so iconic that EA Sports added it to Madden as a new move. They called it the Saquon Special. An NFL play was so insane that it became a video game feature. Athletes around the world were posting about it. The internet broke. And honestly, I still can't figure out how human joints bend that way, but even that's not the craziest thing on this list. Play 6, the record-breaking rocket. Dallas Cowboys return specialist Kevontae Turpin set an NFL speed record that sounds fake. During a kick return, he hit 22 miles per hour. That's faster than most people drive in a parking lot. To put that speed in perspective, that was the fastest any NFL player ran all season. Not just during that game, the entire season. And he did it while carrying a football, dodging defenders, and wearing full pads. The commentators were going crazy watching it happen. One of them said he could hit the B button like it was a video game, and honestly, that's what it looked like someone activated cheat codes. The play was the longest touchdown return in Cowboys history in almost a decade. When you're breaking records that have stood for 10 years, you know you're doing something special. Play 5, the fair catch kick miracle. Here's a play so rare that it hadn't been completed since the 1970s. Los Angeles Chargers kicker Cameron Dicker pulled off something called a fair catch kick, a hidden NFL rule that allows teams to attempt a field goal after fair catching a punt. Most people don't even know this rule exists because it's so specific and rare. The Chargers had to fair catch a punt, be within field goal range, and have enough time left to attempt it. When all the stars aligned, Dicker stepped up and nailed a 57-yard field goal using this ancient rule. The commentators were losing their minds because they were witnessing NFL history. It was the first successful fair catch kick in decades, and honestly, most fans had never seen anything like it. Even veteran announcers were calling it a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Play 4, the fake fumble genius. This next play was so creative it should have won an Oscar for best performance. The Detroit Lions pulled off one of the most deceptive plays in NFL history by faking a fumble to score a touchdown. The Lions quarterback took the snap, pretended to stumble and drop the ball, then calmly picked it up and threw a touchdown pass while the defense was celebrating their recovery. The genius part is that this was one of the most perfectly executed trick plays in recent memory. The entire Lions offense sold the fake fumble so convincingly that even the cameras followed the wrong player for a second. The commentator said the fake fumble worked like a charm. But imagine being on the defense and realizing you just got bamboozled on national television by the Lions' creativity. That's the kind of play that ends up on highlight reels for decades. Play 3, the Hail Mary Miracle. Picture this. You're down by 6 points with seconds left on the clock. Your team is 50 yards away from the end zone. There's only one option left. Throw up a prayer and hope for a miracle. That's exactly what happened when Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels launched a Hail Mary with the game on the line. The ball sailed through the air for what felt like an eternity, and then chaos erupted. The ball got tipped by the defense, deflected off multiple players, and somehow landed perfectly in the hands of Noah Brown, who was standing completely alone in the back of the end zone. Brown just plucked it out of the air like he was picking an apple from a tree. The commentators went absolutely insane. One of them screamed, "It's a miracle!" while the stadium turned into complete madness. The crowd was so loud you could probably hear them from space. But here's the craziest part. This wasn't just luck. The Commanders had actually practiced this exact scenario. They strategically placed players in specific positions, with Brown hanging back while others went up to create chaos and deflections. The announcer said it perfectly. This one will be played back over and over again for decades. When a Hail Mary is so perfectly executed that it looks scripted, you know you're witnessing something special. Play 2, the game-ending miracle. The Chicago Bears thought they were about to win the game with a last-second Hail Mary against the Cleveland Browns. The ball was in the air, multiple receivers were fighting for it, and it looked like Chicago was going to complete the miracle. But then the impossible happened. The ball deflected off multiple players, bounced around like a pinball, and somehow ended up in the hands of Brown safety DeAnthony Bell for an interception. The play was so crazy that even the commentators couldn't believe it. They called it achingly close to a game winner for Chicago, but instead, it became the most heartbreaking loss of the season. That interception started a 10-game losing streak for the Bears and eventually got their coach fired. One play literally ended multiple careers. Play 1, the play so dangerous it became illegal. And finally, the play so insane that the NFL had to ban it forever. New Orleans Saints tight end Jimmy Graham caught a touchdown pass and celebrated by dunking on the goalpost. But Graham dunked so hard that he actually bent the goalpost. The entire structure moved. The game had to be stopped while they straightened out the goalpost before the extra point attempt. An NFL player was so strong that he damaged the stadium infrastructure with his bare hands. After this happened, the NFL immediately banned dunking on the goalpost. They literally had to create a new rule because one player was too powerful for the equipment to handle. That's the definition of a play so insane it should be illegal, because it literally became illegal. These plays prove that NFL players are basically superhumans in disguise. From breaking video games to breaking actual goalposts, they've redefined what's possible on a football field. Which play blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more impossible NFL moments, make sure to subscribe because trust me, there's plenty more where that came from.